Before the midnight of Thanksgiving 2009, Tiger Woods wasn't just a man, he was a global religion. He was the immaculate fusion of robotic discipline, corporate gold, and family man perfection, a billion-dollar brand built on a pedestal so high the air was thin. But one clumsy encounter with a fire hydrant and a Swedish wife wielding a golf club didn't just dent his Cadillac, it shattered the greatest optical illusion in sports history. Welcome to Society Noir. But before the world watched the greatest golfer to ever live transform into a punchline for late-night talk shows, how did a corporate deity manage to lead a double life so vast it required a spreadsheet to manage? Imagine being the face of Nike and Accenture, embodying integrity for a living, while secretly maintaining a rotating roster of cocktail waitresses and adult film stars. Tiger didn't just cheat on his wife, he cheated on the very concept of reality he sold to the public. Was the crash an accident, or was it the inevitable physics of a man suffocating under his own mask? From the sterile silence of high-end rehab clinics to the legendary, tear-soaked 2019 comeback that forced the world to forgive him, this is a forensic study of brand survival. We're dissecting the cold, calculated mechanics of how you lose $1 billion in a week and how you spend a decade buying back your soul one swing at a time. Stay with us as we unmask the Tiger and the corporate vultures who waited for him to bleed. To understand why Tiger's fall sent shockwaves through the crust of the earth, we first have to understand how the world packaged him. Tiger Woods wasn't born, he was engineered. He was a biological project programmed from the age of 2 by his father, Earl Woods. Earl didn't just teach Tiger how to play golf, he trained an assassin for the green. He utilized psychological warfare techniques, noise, distractions, verbal insults to ensure Tiger wouldn't blink in the face of chaos. The result? A biomechanical entity named Eldrick Taunt Woods, a man capable of slowing his own heart rate to sink a championship putt in front of millions. But here's the noir twist. When Tiger turned pro in 1996 with Nike's iconic Hello World campaign, he wasn't just carrying a set of clubs. He was carrying the hopes of a post-racial world. He was the perfect demographic cocktail, part Asian, part African, a symbol of harmony that corporations salivated over. Accenture, Nike, Gillette, Gatorade, they weren't buying his swing. They were buying integrity. They were buying consistency. They transformed Tiger into an abstract concept, a god without a thumbprint. And that was the first fatal error. When you build a persona on the foundation of absolute perfection, you aren't building a brand, you're arming a time bomb. While the world worshipped the deity on the podium, behind the heavy doors of luxury hotel suites, Tiger was running a sophisticated shadow corporation. He operated a web of extramarital affairs so intricate it would make a deep-cover intelligence officer blush. Tiger didn't just cheat. He managed these women with the same mechanical precision he used to manage his golf bag. Each had a slot, a role, and a strict non-disclosure protocol. The contrast was farcical. In the morning, he was lecturing children on moral values. By night, he was sending the kind of text messages that would become a PR expert's worst nightmare. Why did he do it? Was it the silent rebellion of a man whose childhood was sacrificed for his father's ambition? Or was it simply the arrogance of a man at the top of the food chain, believing that the laws of gravity and morality didn't apply to him? Society loves its heroes, but it craves their destruction even more. Tiger gave us both. He built a tower of glass, then handed us the first stone. The 27th of November, 2009. Thanksgiving had just ended. While America slept in a turkey-induced coma, the bomb went off in Isleworth, Florida. The initial story sounded like a script for a bad B-movie. Tiger hit a fire hydrant, then plowed into a neighbor's tree. His wife, Ellen Nordegren, supposedly used a golf club to smash the back window to rescue him. But the truth was far more jagged. The scratches on Tiger's face weren't from the crash. They were from a high-speed chase involving a 9 iron after Elin discovered the truth about Rachel Uchitel, the first name in a legion of mistresses about to break cover. In that moment, Tiger's mask didn't just slip. It was pulverized under the wheels of his own Cadillac. The Tiger PR machine tried to douse the flames with vague press releases about personal matters. It was too late. The internet had smelled blood. Every day, a new Tiger girl hit the tabloids. 1, 2, then more than a dozen. From cocktail waitresses to adult film stars, the perfect family image evaporated, replaced by the image of a reckless serial philanderer. This was no longer a sports scandal. This was a brand massacre. The blue-chip corporations began to flee like rats from a burning ship. Accenture was the first to pull the plug, scrubbing Tiger's face from their website overnight. Their old slogan used to be, "Go on, be a Tiger." Now, they just wanted to be as far away from him as possible. In the shadows of the scandal, numbers don't lie. This wasn't just a family falling apart, it was a financial nuclear meltdown. Shareholders of the companies Tiger represented lost a staggering $12 billion in market value in just a matter of weeks. The corporate giants didn't abandon Tiger for moral reasons, don't be naive. They left because brand Tiger had transformed from solid gold into toxic waste. The man who once personified titanium discipline became a punchline for late-night talk shows. He became the world's most expensive pariah. Nike was the only one to stay, not out of grace, but because they had bet too much on his shoes to fold their hand. But even Nike went silent. The Lord of the Fairways was now a ghost, haunting his own mansion. The price of betrayal isn't just paid in currency, it's paid in biology. As the mind shattered, Tiger's body began its own insurrection. The years that followed were a long sequence of public humiliations. He was no longer Superman. He was a middle-aged man with a broken back and a hollow soul. The nadir of his fall came in 2017, the mugshot. Puffy face, glazed eyes, the result of a cocktail of painkillers. The world looked at that photo and whispered, "It's over. Tiger Woods is dead." It was a modern Greek tragedy. A god dragged into the mud, never to stand again. But this dark society always saves a final chapter for those willing to walk through hell. April 2019, Augusta, Georgia. A place where the ghosts of golf's history linger under the oak trees. No one believed it was possible. A 3-year-old man with a fused spine, a tarnished reputation, and a decade-long drought of major titles. But there he was, striking the ball as if he were in direct dialogue with destiny itself. As the final putt dropped into the cup, the world held its breath. Tiger didn't roar for victory, he roared for liberation. The circle had closed. This wasn't the return of the perfect god of 1997, this was the return of a man. A man who had failed, paid the price, been destroyed, and then picked up his own shards to rebuild himself. The story of Tiger Woods isn't a simple morality play, it's an indictment of how we build idols just to enjoy the spectacle of their collapse. In the end, Tiger taught us that perfection is a corporate lie, but resilience is real. He is no longer an advertisement for Accenture. He is just himself, a legend covered in scars. And perhaps, that is the most authentic icon the 21st century has to offer.